Alright, the first seed matchup did not disappoint, and both teams had clear defensive game plans that was working more times than not. The Cavs had Allen show off Shea or Dub's screens in that two-man game with Zay, or just trusted him on the switch, and even trusted Darius to do the same, so they were basically reading everything. Both of them got to exploit certain matchups, but Shea was struggling on his ones, and a lot of it was him settling for jumpers throughout, because the Cavs always had bodies parked in the paint. If he's being deterred from getting to the rim, that's basically a win, and he had a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers, but for how bad he started, he still finished with 31. He was always capitalizing on runouts whenever he could, and he finally made shots in the third, so at least he helped out Dub and Zay during their best quarter of the night. Zay was always making backdoor dimes, had a couple BPs with Dub, played that hub for the others, and always ate on those drop-offs, especially from Dub whenever he got downhill. The two had that connection going in the second half, so if it wasn't Dub's shot making or runouts, it was his dimes to Zay for that patented float, and that was basically the only shots they made against the Cavs zone late in the fourth. They just struggled to exploit the middle, and that's what cost them down the wire, but they had even bigger problems on the other end, because their game plan only worked in theory. They had Zay show off Don or Darius' screens, and that neutralized a lot of Don's scoring, but he was still playing the right way more times than not, so those sprays to their shooters or passes to their bigs on that backside compensated for it. The short was unlocked for Allen or Mobley every time, and Darius was good at either being patient with his dribble or attack those driving lanes quick, so he still got to eat that space to get downhill for drop-offs or lobs. It really showed during his takeover in the third, so their twin towers got to eat a lot, but it wasn't just them being the beneficiaries of their guards' playmaking, because the two were even playing off each other, and just knew how to exploit their size advantage on certain matchups or on the O boards, especially Allen. He was just relentless, so it was leading to either a whistle or putback every time, and that's what led to their game-winning sequence down the wire, because he got a loose ball foul late, then Mobley tipped out the miss on his second free throw before his eventual dagger. That possession basically summarized the Thunder's size issue that I always mention in their big losses, but the Cavs wouldn't have even been in that position if it weren't for Strus and Ty Jerome. I know bench players get a big boost at the crib, so it was obvious those two came in with crazy confidence, because Strus got on a heater as soon as he subbed in, and Jerome was always downhill, especially against that drop in his SNRs. The two even made winning plays early in the fourth on the other end, and this win epitomizes the level of continuity this team has right now, because even with their star being taken out the game, everybody else still does exactly what they need to do in order to win. Just watch the tape.
Lays it up and in. What a play from Ty Jerome.